Hello and a very warm welcome to World Business Report with me, Alice Baxter. First this hour, it's a big day for global markets this Friday. In just a few hours' time, we get official monthly employment figures for the US, the so-called non-farm payrolls. Well, they're seen as a vital indicator of just how the US economic recovery is going and key to whether the Federal Reserve will start scaling back its support for the economy. Well, that's something Fed Chairman Ben Bernanke has warned that he'll start doing if data improves. And it's been spooking global stock markets. Well, US employers are expected to have added some 170,000 jobs in May, according to economists polled by Reuters. Well, that would be 5,000 more than April, but way below the 200,000 needed to make a dent in the unemployment rate. And that jobless rate is expected to remain stuck at 7.5% in May. That's still a whole percentage point above the 6.5% that the Fed actually wants to see. Well, meanwhile, those stock markets remain extremely volatile in the midst as concerns grow about the Fed Reserve's next move. US shares swung back from steep losses to close higher. And also in the last few hours, Japan's Nikkei index officially entered what's known as bear market territory. Well, let's go straight to Rico, who's on in our Singapore bureau. Rico, so a 20% drop in the Nikkei since those highs of 2 weeks ago. What's it looking like today? Indeed, which are going to come out in just a few hours from now. For now, Rico is on. Many thanks for that update live from Singapore. Now, after years of political isolation, Burma is being seen as one of the world's hottest investment opportunities. It's hosting the World Economic Forum this week, and our chief business correspondent, Linda Yu, is there. Let's cross live now and talk to her right now. Linda, great to see you. What's on the agenda today?
This is the final day of the World Economic Forum meeting, and it's known as the Leader Summit Day. So that means the prime ministers in the region, ranging from the Philippines to Vietnam, and also the former British Prime Minister Tony Blair, who just walked by, are here to talk about the nitty-gritty of development. We've heard a lot from executives, but now it's about how you operationalize it to really help this country, which is the poorest in Asia, have a semblance of development. And that was the question that I posed to the WEF co-chair and former New Zealand Prime Minister Helen Clark.
We also have to be looking to support Myanmar to invest in the sectors where poor people live and work, and that screams agriculture, which has been underinvested in, in the most basic way. People need access to credit, they need better seeds, they need better fertiliser, they need roads to get their goods to market. Yes, they need electricity, they need water, they need sanitation. These are basic things.
And that's really the key, a diversified economy. We've heard a lot about big companies like Unilever COO, who told me they're setting up a big plant, a big factory, but they lack infrastructure. So for manufacturing to really take off, there's a lot that government policy has to do. But what Helen Clark was talking about is the fact the country is 70% agricultural, predominantly rural and poor. So part of this development has to lift that sector into a more technologically efficient phase. And if they were to do that, then Burma is one of the few countries in the world that could actually grow based on agriculture and resources, and as well as manufacturing, because of its size and its endowment. And realizing that potential will be the key theme not only of this summit. When the international foreign businesses and people leave, that will be the challenge for the Burmese people going forward.
Challenge indeed. Okay, Linda, many thanks for keeping across events for us over there in Burma. Linda Yeo there for us. Now, this beautiful picture behind me, this is the Sunnyland estate in Southern California. The lavish 200-acre retreat was once the home of a publishing tycoon, but later today it will be hosting the two most powerful men on earth. The Chinese President Xi Jinping will be meeting President Obama for 2 days of talks, embracing everything from cyber war to trade. Okay, well, with me now is Tom Rafferty, China analyst from the Economist Intelligence Unit. Tom, great to see you. A slightly off the business agenda opener question, but human rights, that issue, it always comes up whenever China and the US meet. But as the trading relationship between these two increases in importance year on year, does it just get pushed further and further down the agenda? Previous years' summits between China and the US have been dominated by discussions about global trade imbalances, currency manipulation. This year, is there a sense that conversation might be more focused specifically on trade? What else do you think will come out of this two-day summit? Expectations so high. I can't do anything but help that. Tom Rafferty from the Economist Intelligence Unit. Good to speak to you this morning. OK, that's all from me and the rest of the business team. Do join me in a little bit moment for a look through the papers.